Hey ladies, this is your instructional for Whisper, the 7th song in the show, the 3rd song in Act 2, your last song dancing, and by far the most complicated. This video is just for Riley, Angela, and Kayla, because you are the demons on the right. So you have a different dance from the other demons, which is why I separated these videos. Let me get my notes all set up so I can teach you. Okay. Alright. So, if you'll remember from the last video, which was my last breath, y'all will end on stage. So you start on stage for this song, and you're in that line in the back with Kelsey and Riley splitting center. Yeah, the line in the back. So, the music for Whisper starts off really big and heavy and loud. So all you guys are going to do is just kind of like separate and move around the stage, really excited like it's a party. But keep it relatively low and still evil looking, even though you're really excited. It's going to feel weird to do all out by yourself, but definitely practice it that way, because, you know, practice makes perfect. And if we're not practicing that way, then you're just going to look like some angelic demons, which we don't want. So, Riley, since you are splitting center with Kelsey, you, Kelsey, and Aaliyah will go to grab Jesus. First thing, even before you start to party, your first big idea is get him out of here. So you're just gonna like pull him up and push him off the stage. And I want you to lead that. So Kelsey and Aaliyah will help you in whatever way, but you'll definitely be the leader there because you're in the middle. So you'll pick him up and pull him off. The rest of you just kind of party. And then the music, like, just about cuts off and it gets really slow, and you guys are gonna do the same thing. Just from, like, your party position, whatever you end up doing, just kind of, like, freeze a little bit and move really slowly now. So the contrast will be enormous, and you'll know something else is starting to happen. And then on the 3rd line in the song, speaking to the atmosphere, there's these beats in the song that kind of are reminiscent of the beats from Haunted. So remember when you came in the first time, you're like moving on those beats. So you're still moving, but you're moving mostly on those beats really sharply. So from wherever you are, I mean, you'll be spread out on the stage, but you need to get stage left. So, Riley, you'll be moving, and Kara, did you end up on that side? No. Kayla is on that side. Too many K's, y'all. Okay. So, Riley and Kayla, y'all will have the most to move, so you're going to have to make a lot out of those steps. The rest of y'all, Angela, you won't have to move as much because you'll already be pretty much stage left. You just need to get into your spot. Because the angels are going to start coming in, and we need there to be like a distinct line between y'all. So your spots are like up for change, just depending on how much room we have on the stage. But for right now, Angela, you're at the very, very front. And if you like cut the whole right half of the stage off, and this is all the stage we've got, then you're center. So you're center on the left side of the stage. Front and center. And then Kelsey's off of your left shoulder. Riley, you're going to be off of Angela's right shoulder. Kayla, you're going to be pretty much directly behind Angela, but also behind Kelsey and Riley's row. And then Kara and Aaliyah are behind you, Kayla. So, what you have to make sure you have is enough space in between these rows. So Angela, you're your own row. You don't have to worry too much. You just need to be like in front of where Abigail stands. So there's a line there, and then a blank spot. Riley, you and Kelsey will have to make sure there's a blank spot, enough room for Abigail to move in between y'all and where Angela is. And then Kayla, you're going to have to make sure you're far enough back so that Kayla and Blake can go in between where you are and where Kelsey and Riley are. And then there's going to be a spot behind you for Sarah. So what's going to happen throughout this first verse, the pre-chorus, and the first chorus is y'all are going to be like crossing in between. So we're going to have to be able to keep those lines as perfect as we can. No pressure. Okay. So speaking to the atmosphere, no one's here and I fall into myself. That's just you guys getting into your spots. And there's a lot of time. So, I mean, for those of you on stage left, just take your time. And for those of you who end up on stage right, you'll have plenty of time. Trust me. Now, the song goes, "This truth drives me into madness." So what we're going to do is we're all in our spots, and we're going to move across the stage. The angels are going to come in towards us. So all is going to happen is we're going to come, like, center and be kind of, like, together. So this will happen center stage, but it's going to look like a step 1, 2, and lunge. And that lunge should be roughly center. And then you'll pop up and go back to your original spot into madness. Angela, you're going to kind of step over to where the lost soul is and kind of work a little bit of evil magic on her. Now on the word madness, you're just going to pull up. That'll have an effect on me and the rest of y'all on the word madness. We just want it to look mad and evil and scary and creepy and lots of different things going on. So on the word madness, make it your own, do whatever the heck you want. What I'm looking for is something along the lines of a big lunge, arms out, one of these, reaching, just depending on where you are, wherever you can like fill the most space on stage, do it. If you're farther forward, reach out. If you're farther back, reach more up. If you're more to the side, reach more out. You can do one of these and go to the side. Whatever you feel like. But Angela, yours is definitely just pulling up right over where I am. And then the pre-chorus says, "I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away." Now all you're going to do is sashay a couple times to the right, sashay a couple times to the left. And this is another one of those crossing with the angels. And what your hands are going to do is like, I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away. So that's just up to your face, out, elbows up. So it's up, out, up, out, up, out. And notice I'm in fists when I'm up, and my fingers are spread open when my hands are out, just to make it bigger. And that looks like, I know I can stop the pain if I will it all away. Alright? And then from there, there are 3 counts, and this is going to look almost like what Madness did, just change up your move a little bit. If you were like here the first time, go, I don't know, there, but keep it, I mean, wherever, again, you can fill the most space. So you have 3 counts to do that. 1, 2, 3, and then if I will it all away. And that's just a wipe right, wipe left, and your right hand goes up. And from there the chorus starts, and this is the only time you're going to do the chorus like this. It'll change later in the song. And you're going to, from here, slide left. We're going to do a slow ball change, keeping our hands there. So bring the right foot back, 2, 3, and we're going to prep for a spin on our right foot. And as we spin, we bring our hands up. And then on the first count after that spin, we pull it out in this kind of like jazzy, whatever. You're pointing your right foot and you're looking stage right. You're not looking at the angels, you're looking at their lines in between so that you know where you're running. Because after this, there's going to be a second count where the angels are going to do the same so they can look at your lines, and y'all are literally going to run right through each other to the opposite side of the stage. So now you're stage right, and you run this way, so you're going to turn, point your left toe, and look at the angels. From here, you're going to do exactly the same thing. You're going to slide left, ball change, prep, and spin up. Here, we're going to change the direction that point is on. We're going to still do it on the first count, but look center. So instead of going to the right, we're pulling it out to the left. And again, look where the angels' lines are. They will point and look, and then we will run. We will point our right toe this time as we look back across the stage. And that is the first chorus. Now after that, you're all going to move across the stage to find your partners. And you're going to be partnered with 1 demon from the other video and 1 angel. So there's going to be groups of 3. Angela, you are pretty much staying downstage left, so your group is probably going to come to you. The angel that you're partnered with is Kayla, and Kelsey is the demon you're partnered with. Now, Riley, you're going to come like center stage, but a little bit more upstage, so you're going to be like directly behind where I am, but at a diagonal from where Angela's group is. And you're going to be on the right side of Sarah is the angel, and then Kara is the demon. Angela, you're also on the right side of your group. And now, Kayla, you are upstage right in this corner, so we've made a diagonal directly across the stage. You're on the right side of Blake is your angel, and Aaliyah is the other demon. So now that we're in this diagonal, Kayla, your group is group 1, Riley's group, group 2, and Angela, your group 3. So from there, the song kind of, I mean, it gives you like a 4-count musical break just to get to your partners, and then it starts with I'm frightened by what I see. So this is again a make it up with your partner. This is more reacting to the other demon that you're paired with. and the angel in between y'all will kind of be unsure and not comfortable with what she's just getting herself into. So you guys just need to make it as like creepy and like something really bad is about to happen, basically. But reacting to the other demon and not so much to the angel. And then from there, since you're on the right side, you're going to move around your angel and then back around the same way. So you guys are going to move around the back of her each time. So it's going to look like a 1, 2, 3. And on the third step, your hands are going to come up and then down as you walk back around her. It should only take 3 steps to get there and back and center yourself. So it's like 2 steps around and center. 2 steps around and center. And then once you're back around, you're going to want to take 1 step back. And then your hands are going to pull up so that you've just like cast a spell on your angel or whatever. And she's going to hit this pose here. So you're definitely going to want to take that step back because it will be a pretty sudden, this hand is coming up, this leg is coming up. And that happens right as your arms come up. So you take that step back right before your arms come up. And that's basically you controlling her and you're holding her in that position. So then there's 3 counts on the words by my fear. So it goes immobilized by my fear. And like I just said, this group over here, group 1, group 2, group 3. So on the word by, this group drops and the angel will fall. So it's just dropping the hands. My is the word for group 2. So by my fear is the word for group 3. You just drop the angel. By my fear and soon to be blinded by tears. On the word soon, the angel will be turning on her bum around to face y'all. And then on the word, probably on the word be, you're just going to reach out your left hand and pick up her one hand that's the closest to you because your partner will be doing the same. Just pull her up, let her go, she'll turn around and take her step forward, and then y'all will start the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus is exactly the same, just group 1, Riley, you're moving left across the stage to the center and then back to where you are. Group 3, Angela, you're going to be moving the same way you did originally. So Riley, your direction changed. Kayla, you're in the middle. So, wait. Riley's in the middle. Just kidding. Kayla, your direction changed. Riley, you're in the middle. I'm sorry. Yeah, because that changes later. So, Riley, you don't move for the next bit of pre-chorus. So instead of sashaying, you're just going to do the hands like we did before. And you're not going to move. You're just going to stay centered with your group. And this group, Kayla will be moving that way. And Angela that way. With the same hands, obviously, you're doing the sashay left. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in these groups, they're like teeny tiny little triangles. So the angel will be like a half step in front of where you guys are. And just so that it's not 3 straight lines. Okay. Now I've gotten that out of the way. We can move into the second chorus, which is different from the first. It's more like it's a choreographed fight, so it's a very dancey fight. You guys are on the right. I have to keep reminding myself that. Now, the first thing that happens in this fight is the angel takes a step forward so that y'all don't hit each other. So from the pre-chorus, you did one of these, 1, 2, 3. So your hand is up there, and all you're going to do is bring it down, and your left hand is going to match it. So that's your first count. So 1, 2, 3, and that's to the right, to the left, and turn over your right shoulder. So that's right here. Don't. Okay. Alright. The second thing that's going to happen is the angel's going to drop so that you guys can do some kicks over her. Your partner will do the first kick, so you're going to reach forward with your right hand and put your weight on your right leg, and this will prep you for your kick. So you're going to reach as your partner kicks, and then you're going to kick with your left foot, and it's going to come around, and I'm a lot worse at this one, so I apologize, but reach and kick, and it has to make it over the angel, so make sure you come up far enough first before you start to go over, and then you can bring it down. So reach and kick and center, and that's when the angel will pop up again. And then the next thing that's going to happen is she's going to kick over y'all. So you are just going to duck, let her kick over you, and she'll turn around. Your partner will push her back, and you can stand up. So that looks like reach and kick and center and drop. And then you can pop back up. So you're going to have to wait a little bit on the ground just to make sure you're safe. But she'll turn around, and the angel will kind of have her hands like this. You're going to grab her right arm with your right hand. So your hand is going to cross in front of your body. And he's just going to grab and throw it down across her body. That's all you need to do. So that's it. You're all done. So you grab and throw. And she's going to do one of these and then kick over your partner, ball change, and come back to where she should be. So then you're in that triangle again, and we can start the bridge. So your last move was here and throw, and we're centered. So the bridge starts very, very quickly for the group up here in this right corner, group 1, Kayla. But you have enough time to think about it because you're not moving the second before it starts. And then what's going to happen for the bridge is this cannon down the groups. So groups 2 and 3, y'all are going to be frozen for the first line. Group 2, you're going to start moving on the second line. In group 3, you're going to start moving on the third line. The other magical part of the bridge is that none of the groups are doing the same thing at the same time, but they're all doing the same moves, just in a different, well, not even in a different order. It's just starting at a different time. So whenever you start with the first move. So even if you're starting on the third line, you're starting with the first move. And so this group over here will be doing the third move as you start with the first move. Is what's going to be happening. So here are the moves in consecutive order. And just know what line you start on. So I'm not going to do it with the words because that'll mess up you if you want. I'm sure. So the first move goes reach up and down. Your partner will kind of do this punch across, and you're going to match her, just not at the same time. So it's like a 1 and hit down. Alright, so you're on the second hit. So that hit is on like an and count, and you'll hear it in the music in your personal video. Promise you. So it's a 1 and hit and down. So you're going to have to go right down after that hit. And this is towards the angel, like towards her head, just never hitting her head, and she's going to move to the side and to the side. Just to make it look, you know, like a reasonable fight. So 1 and 2 and 3. And so the next step, the angel's going to step back. So you're going to take a little step forward with your left foot, and you're going to do a right hitch kick, and then turn around right. And those are the second and third moves. The second move is the hitch kick. The third is the turn. And then from the turn, you're just going to have to take like a half step back just to be where you were originally, and you're just going to stand there. So there's like almost no move for the fourth move. So those are the 4 moves. Kayla, your group will go through the whole process twice. So here, so you do every single move twice, and you come back, and then when you come back and take your step back, you'll freeze. Group 2, you also go through all of them twice, kind of. The third and fourth move are kind of combined for y'all, just because you can make it there on time. Your angel kind of like cuts halfway through. She doesn't do the third move, and she moves right to the fourth. But you guys can do your turn, just take your step back from that turn. So if you're forward, you just do your right turn on your right foot, and your left foot will take that step back for you as you're turning. And then you'll freeze, facing forward where you should be. Group 3, in a special group. So your last move is this, and then you're just going to stand up. And from there, you guys aren't going to freeze. Angela, you and Kelsey are going to pick Kayla up and move her across the stage, and what that's going to look like is you're going to take her right hand in your right hand, and she'll be tense enough for y'all to pick her up. Your left hand will go under her arm, and Kelsey will have the opposite hold on Kayla's other side, and y'all will just lift her up, move her across the stage, and then there's this big hit and on that hit, you're going to let her touch the ground, her knees are going to bend, you're going to let your grip go. She's going to jump forward on the and on the and, your hands are just going to follow her. You're not actually going to push her, but it's going to make it look like you threw her. And we'll work that out when the 3 of you are together and can practice it and make it look realistic. So the other 2 groups are frozen at that point. Jump and then that's when everybody changes partners, because now Kayla's out of it. She's not going to fight anymore. But we still have Abigail, who's been like sitting here by the lost soul. So Angela, you're going to move, and your new partner, or your new angel, is Abigail. And then Kara is going to join you. Kayla, you're going to move all the way across the stage with Aaliyah, so she's still your partner, but you're going to join Sarah, the angel, over here, stage left, but like on the center line of the stage. So you're stage left. And then Riley, you're going to join Blake back here, not so much center, because I'm center, but like a tiny bit right of center, and all the way up stage. And then Kelsey's your partner, and Blake is your angel. So here, once we switch partners, everybody's going to start doing stage combat as much as we can safely, obviously. So Riley, your group, you and Blake, I know have something worked out. Super cool. I'm really excited to see it. And you're just gonna have to tell Kelsey what you need her to do, support-wise or whatever. But y'all can figure that out on your own. That's cool. Other two groups, Angela, your group, Kayla, your group, I can help totally figure out the stage combat or whatever if y'all need it. You can work out as much as you want with your partners and figure it out. But that'll definitely be something that you're not going to see in your personal video. I'll just tell you where it is. And I won't even try to pretend to do stage combat by myself because that's just weird. So that'll definitely be something that we can only work out when we're together. But that's the first time we do stage combat, and it's short the first time. And then the chorus starts again. This is the third chorus. And it kind of like, the music almost freezes again like it did in the beginning. So we're going to freeze in our whatever position we end up in from our stage combat. We'll just freeze there. And then when the music hits again, we will get into a position. What should happen on that hit is all the angels fall and all the demons can come in to where you guys need to be. So basically on the right side of the angel. If you end up on a different side, then you'll have to make sure you end up on the right side. So she'll fall on that hit. So it'll be like a frozen right before she falls, and she'll fall. And then you guys will run to wherever you need to be to restart the chorus at the moment where she falls. So this is the choreographed fight. But you take out the turn. So it's right when the angel falls, and y'all are going to start your reach and kick and center. So that's where it's going to restart at the chorus, just because you froze and you didn't do it the same way. But it's all the same from there. So that kick, and then you fall, she'll kick over you, she'll turn around and grab and throw. Alright, so that's the third chorus. And then the fourth chorus starts, and with the fourth chorus, we're going to do more stage combat, probably different from what we did the first time. At this point, there's some chanting going on in the background of the song, so it gets creepier and creepier as we move through it. I mean, that just sounds like the demons are going to win. So that's what's going to happen. Jesus will come in during the fourth chorus and help Kayla off. And then as the angels start falling during the fifth chorus, he'll help each consecutive angel off. This group over here, Riley's group, Blake will fall first. So you don't have as much stage combat as Angela does, because she's fighting. Angela, you're fighting through 2 whole choruses. Blake will fall like right at the beginning of the fifth chorus. So Riley, you, and Kelsey will grab the lost soul, who is up at this point, kind of wandering between the fights. Grab her and move her downstage left to that corner, basically, and you'll kind of play with her a little bit, pushing her around, keeping her there, basically. And then as all the rest of the angels fall, the demons will join y'all and make this circle around her, like we had during Haunted. So Sarah falls, Kayla, on the third don't in the, it's like the very middle of the fifth chorus. So it's on the line, it's on the don't in Don't Close Your Eyes. So after Don't Try to Hide, don't close your eyes. You just have to know where it is, and we'll time your fight to work with that. And that's where she'll fall. Y'all will join this circle Right, I forgot to mention that you and Kelsey stay like towards the back behind Russell. Kayla and Aaliyah, you guys will fall into the left side of this circle, so there's going to be like a gap on the right. But when Abigail falls, Angela, at the very end of the fifth chorus, you guys will fill in that hole on the circle. And then there's going to be chanting. Literally, the music just falls into just chanting. And at that point, we're just going to do the sashay right, sashay left. Angela, you and Kara might miss that first sashay, so you're just going to have to come in with the left sashay. And we're going to do the sway right and left until the devil comes in, and he'll come in between you, Riley, and Kelsey. And he'll come in right in between y'all. So, I mean, if you don't see him, he'll put his hands on your shoulders, and you'll move out of the way, and he'll come into the center. So there's like, you have to make sure that there's like 2 lines on either side. So it's not quite a circle anymore. You have that opening in the back. So he can dance her out of the circle, and they'll dance around to center stage. And as that's happening, girls on this right side of the circle, when you broke off, that'll be Riley and Angela in this video, because Kara. So you guys will just have to step back. So you're looking stage left. You're going to, as they dance out, turn around, take that step backwards to kind of like make this demon blob right here, stage left, and just watch as they dance, and the lost soul will fall. The devil will start to exit. You have to wait for him to exit, and then everybody else will file out behind him. Angela, stay on stage until all the demons are off. You can kind of gloat a little bit, but I want you to be the last one off. And that's it. That's the whole song. So again, I won't be doing the stage combat in the videos, but I'll definitely show you where it is and where your angel falls, so you can start thinking about what you could do. I'm just gonna let you use your creative imagination. I'm just gonna be standing there. It's gonna be awkward, but you know, whatever. If you have any questions besides that, I know we're gonna be getting together really soon, so we can go over stage dynamics and working with partners and getting to know the other demons in your group. So that'll be really exciting. I'm really excited for it. And if you have any questions about any of this before we get together, then yeah, just ask me. That's cool. So thanks, guys.